Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is 3 p.m. here in Chicago, Illinois. That means it's time for another live stream. Today is Friday, March 12th, 2021. I had to double check, as I always do, on the computer, make sure I got the date right, because the dates are just eluding me, and they have been for a long time, and they probably will be for a longer time still, but we're here. It's Friday. We made it. I got some coffee with me today. I've still been trying to kick that habit of trying to cut out coffee like after 2 p.m., but I'm just having a hard time with that. That's something that's very difficult for me to do. Today, though, I'm very excited because we're playing a new game. Hopefully it's fun. I think you guys are going to like it. I'm calling it Who's That Runner? And what we're going to do today, Scott's here. He says, I don't know what's going on. What's going on today is we're going to play Who's That Runner? And the game is, I'm going to show you some I took screenshots of people's Strava entries, and I've deleted their names, but I'll tell you like the name of the entry, and like I'll read the description to you, and I'll show you like the post, and you're gonna have to guess who it is. I mean, I try not to make it too specific to like people that I know, so I think it's people. Most of them are people that I don't know. So we'll do that. So hopefully it'll be fun. If you guys looked at like the thumbnail for today, that thumbnail was from Chris Chavez. His recent Strava post where he was running with Malcolm Gladwell, which he's done that before, but every time it happens, it always blows my mind. Like that the two are like connected is just so weird and so amazing, and I just love it. And so that's just kind of the example, but I took off the name in like the thumbnail, so you couldn't see who it was. So you'd have to guess based on looking at that, like who it was. And so that's the game for today. Before we get to it, though, I do want to say hi to everyone listening on the audio-only version. For those of you who are listening in, I know it's a pretty visual game today, and it's a lot more fun if you watch this one, but I'm going to try to read a lot of it to you, pointing out pertinent facts about the run as well. So hopefully it's something that you guys can at least play along with while you're on your run today or on your commute. And what I'll also do for everyone's benefit is I'm also going to make it, I'll put a list of like potential runners, and I made it like a bigger list. So it's not everyone that's on the list is going to be on there. So you guys have like a sense of like where I'm going with some of these names. All right. I also want to say anyone watching this on YouTube after the fact, hopefully there's a lot of you here to check out the game, because I do like to make up games like this. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it well, even though you're not watching it live. You can still play along. You can always pause it or just play it live, like as if you were here live too. But I wanted to welcome you guys as well. All right, before we get to that, let's say hi to some people who are here live though. Jonathan Ward is here, says hi everyone. Awesome. All right, Tab Hunter says evening guys. Awesome. Ina says, oh, Mark's 3 ones were impressive. Where's Mark? What have you been doing, Mark? I jumped into the middle of the conversation there. All right. We've got Ina says, hi, Kafuzi and everybody. Hoping to get back running with Pip tomorrow as her leg seems better. Awesome. It was another Zwift ride after work today. And as much as I like Zwift, it's just not the same. Is Pip like upset that she's not getting to go on her runs? Like you can tell, right? When she doesn't get to go on the run. That's what I'm guessing. All right. Lee Joyce Chung says, hi, everyone. Had my coffee this morning in the white Kofuzi signature mug, and it made the coffee so good. Well, I don't know that it can make coffee taste better, but I do like that mug. I like the signature mug. It's just like the black signature on white mug. I think it looks good. I'm really proud of. That's probably my favorite piece of like merch that I love. All right. All right. Dr. Josh is in here, says do and live or do and live. Do and live? I don't know what that means, but happy to see you here, Josh. All right. Let's see. Let's scroll down a little bit further and we'll get to the game. All right. Jason Dahl's here. Good to see you again. Jason says, hey, everyone. Happy Friday. I haven't been able to make the stream in a few days. Well, it's good to see you today. And I feel like hopefully today is a good one. So, I'm totally over like selling this. I don't know how fun this is, but we'll see how it goes. All right. Ozen von Backstros, one of my favorite YouTube names to read out, says, hi there. Awesome. Welcome, Ozen Font. All right. Let's get to the game. But before we do, I got to tell you, I might have to end like a little bit, not early today, but I promised the girls. Last Friday, we took the girls to now that we have a car, like they expect us to drive them places and stuff. So we drove them to a playground that I see on my runs all the time. and it's much nicer than the ones that like are kind of within walking distance of the house. And so I was like, here, I got a surprise for you guys. So they really like to end the week that way. Now they want to end every week that way, or at least as long as we can. So today I promise I've taken them to another one. It's over by the track. So like that's another one that I've seen, very frequently. It's a very large playground, and it's very different from the ones that are near us, because the ones that are near us are very geared towards like smaller children, which is fine for the baby, but not so much for my older daughter. So these other parks that I've been taking the girls to, that I've been driving them to, are much more age appropriate for my older. And then, when there's a younger sibling, they always kind of play older. So, they're pretty excited for it. So I've got some eager beavers waiting in the wings for me. So when we're done here, but we'll get to the game first. All right. All right. We got Remy's in here. We've got Will W. just finished an 11 miler easy. Who else was it that said they did an 11 miler today? Was it, I think it was AJ, Affluent Journeys. Also had it. There we go. Babuya says 11 miles this morning. Good job. Awesome. All right. So let's get to the game. But before we do, here's what we'll do. Let's just, I think probably like a lot of new games, I'm just going to jump right into it. So we'll get right into it, and you'll see kind of what I'm talking about as we start playing. So here's round one. We'll have 5 rounds. Round one. So I've deleted the name. This post is from, I think, this morning earlier. So this is like a late edition. And a lot of these are from a couple of days ago. But the title of the entry on Strava is, and I think I've deleted all the things that are, what's it called? Personally identifying for now, before we guess. The title is 5 mile track tempo at 24:28. So pretty speedy for the 8K. And the description is plus hills. It's got the USA 15K championships next Saturday, and then back to the track over the next few months. Total run was 12 miles at an average pace of 6:27 per mile. It's about 4 minutes per K for all of you guys who are not in the US. It is in Colorado, but not really hankering coming with Sandy Nypaver. It's a pretty good guess. I think that might be a little bit faster for her tempo pace, because if we look at some of the tempo paces for that 5 mile section in there, it's like in the 4s. So high 4s, like right around 5. And then so it's pretty speedy in there. Yeah, this runner is really moving. Let me go through. Here's my list of the potential answers it could be. So I'll just read them out for you. It could be either Seth, from Seth James Demore. It could be Andy, FOD runner. It could be Sage Canaday. It could be Malcolm Gladwell, Scott Fauble, Sydney Getabudet, Mario Fraley, Bill Yang, Alex Hutchinson, or Matt Fitzgerald. Those are that's your universe of potential answers for today. So that's where we can go. Let's get some, let's see if we can get some guesses in here. All right. Martha says, yeah. Kurt thinks it's Sarah Hall. Oh, I should have tried to find one of hers. That would have been a good one. Maybe for the next round. Tap Hunter thinks it's Seth. Martha thinks it's Scott. Let's see. Ross Paul thinks it's Matt Fitz. Yeah, I don't know. I think Matt Fitzgerald is dealing with some COVID long haul symptoms. I don't think he's running right now. Come to think, I just ruined that. I should. Yeah, that was an extra answer in there, so I totally blew that one. See, I'm figuring out the game just like you guys. All right, let's see. Does anyone got it? Yeah. I think. Oh yeah, a couple of people got it. Evan Schwartz. What's going on, Evan? Good to see you. I think Evan is the first one to get it. It was Sid. It was definitely. Let's see if I could do this quickly. How do I do this? All right, I got to get to the other window. Boom, there it is. Sydney Getabudet did this morning out in Boulder, Colorado. So good answers. Let's see. Runner Dre thinks it was Pip. She's Spitty. I don't know. Ines, do you think Pip can run a 5 mile at 24:28? I think you've been running her a lot. I mean, she's been running fast 5Ks, but how fast can that dog run? I don't know. Also, Jay Pelican also had Sydney in there as well. Awesome. All right, cool. Let's get to the next one. All right, the next one that we're going to guess. I'm trying to figure out a quick way to like alt tab over, but not getting it. All right, here we go. Here's this one. The explanation is a little bit long. I'll make it a little bigger for you guys, so you can see it. There we go. Potential answers are, I'll put them, they're on the bottom of the screen for you guys. But the title of the run is 3 times 7K, and in parentheses, actually a 2 times 7K and a 1 times 5K. It was 6:04. Here's a description: 6:04 average pace, 6:03 average pace, 6:06 average pace. And so just to let you guys know, I think what this runner is doing is listing the reps in the workout in kilometers and then the paces in miles. So I think that's what it is. And he said, boy up all night. And again, now eldest fell over last night and needs an x-ray on her wrist. So ran out of time to finish the workout. Tried to get out the door at 5:30, but felt like a zombie. So I had to wait until 6 a.m. FML. This week just keeps on giving. Hit the paces though, and could have finished the last one off. So not annoyed at that. It's just life at the moment. And then what do you call that emoji? Like hands up, hands thrown up emoji? Like it's not shoulder shrug emoji. Is that shoulder shrug emoji? I'm not sure. All right. So who do we think it is? Chris, I think it was Joe Biden. Jeff Elliott thinks it was, wait, no, I think that's old. He wasn't guessing fobs. All right. Martha thinks it was Sage. Yeah, I think the very long description, I think, gives it away for a lot of you guys, because you guys are watching his channel too. Inez has given us an update on the dog. Pip did 20 miles per hour on the cycle last week. Wow, that's a fast dog. Crazy. So that dog definitely could keep up. Awesome. All right. Timothy Betts had it right away. FOD runner Andy over there. And let's click over to show you the name. Not that you need to know, but there it is. So we got Andy coming in there. I mean, he's been running out of his mind lately. It's just been absolutely amazing to see his progress. And, it feels like for him, like the progress has been overnight. But, I've been following his running for a long time, and it's been gradual. But, man, he's really putting out, it's one of those things where, I don't know, it's kind of like, I guess, watching like a kid grow up. You're like, yeah, I know the kid technically grows like a little bit every day. But sometimes you like turn around, all of a sudden the child's a giant. And that's what's going on with FOD runner. He's just been doing some really great running. Yeah, and his kid did get hurt, and I think everything's okay now. So, and I'm glad to hear that. I think he updated us about that a little while ago. Jody thinks it's the former Prince Harry being chased by the Queen after that interview. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah, Martha says, I don't watch any of these people's Strava workouts. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably what makes it like that could make the game fun too, And also, I just feel like a lot of people are pretty active on Strava. I'm trying to be like more, not active, but like I'm trying to engage more there, because I feel like, the other social media outlets are social media where you can find runners, but this is like the runner space, and cyclists and swimmers and triathletes and all that stuff. So, yeah. So that's kind of like where I'm trying to give it the love. But I feel like some people are not really as descriptive on Instagram or on Twitter. And so I feel like it's a nice way to kind of get another look at how other people are running too. Tab Hunter said, watching the kid grow up and up and up and up to 6'6". Yeah. Is Andy that tall? I know he's very tall, but I don't know if he was 6'6". Yeah. All right. Let's go to the next one for today. Here's runner number 3. This one is there's no description, but the title of the workout is A Few Hills. It was 11.99 miles at 6:46 per mile, 752 feet of elevation over the course of the run. And yeah, so some of the paces, let me make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see. The warm-ups were, a little bit in like the mid 7s. And then once they hit the hills, it looks like they're like, they're really working up the hill and then jogging down. But the overall splits for the miles, as far as what Strava tells us, is that these were like in the, anywhere between the low 6s, high 5s. So getting some work in. I don't know if that heart rate data is accurate for this runner, but the heart rate looks like it's getting high up there. And then rounding it out with a nice cool down at mid 7s again. So, all right, Ben Y says it's got to be Elliot. Yeah. Mr. West 39 thinks it's Sage. I think Sage could probably run this, but it's not Sage. I'll tell you guys that one. All right. Scott says it would be impressive if you captured one of our runs. Well, we could do that for the next round. I wanted to see if I could like get people that would have a better chance of like guessing. Because I think a lot of people are following some of these runners. All right. Christian thinks it's the athlete special. Is he on Strava? I don't know if he's on. I'm sure he's got to be on Strava, right? I don't know if I follow him or not. I'm not sure. All right. Yeah, Jeff Elliott says this group has made Strava a dramatically better / more engaging place for me. Probably Scotty B and Martha most, but it's great to see what all of you are doing. Yeah, I mean, I keep track of you guys and see what you guys are up to as well. Dr. Josh thinks it's Frank Shorter. I don't know if Frank Shorter can still throw down like this. I know he's still very active in running. I think the last time I've seen him run was in an interview he did with Ryan Doozer. They were like running in Boulder. I mean, they were just kind of going out for an easy run and having a chat, but yeah. To give you a clue, Jay Pelican wants to know if this is Mario. I'll give you a clue. The photo, it's hard to see because the photo has like the runners real far out, is a bunch of Hoka athletes. So that's gonna round it down. Jeff thinks with 11.99, it's Billy Yang. Nope, it's not Billy Yang on this one. Let's see. I think Evan had it right away. I think Evan's following all these runners, or he can tell. I don't know. He's a numbers guy, so he's going to be a data genius. So he's got it right. It's Fobbs. Let me pull up go to the next slide. All right, there we go. So Scott Fobbs put in the workout. And then I think I saw as well, they put out the video. If this is of the same run, I think it's of the same run, that NAZ Elite put out a video. I think they just had like a little bit of footage. It was like a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes long, of some of the runners doing this circuit. And then Coach Ben was narrating it, talking about like how they were setting this up and like the different relative intensities and stuff. So I was pretty amazed that if it's the same run, they turned it around real fast. So very, very cool. Mark, not really. Hank Aaron wants to know if it's Mark Guguzela. That's funny. Awesome. All right. Yeah. Let's get to the next one. All right. Let's see what we got. See, I keep doing this wrong. Sorry. I'm fumbling with it. All right. This one, I think you guys might be able to tell right away just from like the font that's here. So there's no description, but the title is Day 45, and the 4 and 5 are written in like the 4 emoji and the 5 emoji. It's 23.4 miles long at 6 minutes 37 per mile pace. So pretty speedy. The average heart rate, and I think this runner was wearing a heart rate monitor, or at least was trying to. This runner, to give another hint, is notoriously like anti-heart rate monitor, but I think this runner was wearing a heart rate monitor for this one. And the average heart rate for running a 6:37 per mile, 23 miler workout, average heart rate was 138 beats per minute. So just absolutely incredible, with 564 feet of elevation gain over the course of this run. It is in Colorado, to give you guys like another clue. I think you guys already knew this already without me even like having to give you all these clues. Not really. Karen wants to know, is it Frank Shorter? Nope, not Frank Shorter. Jeff Elliott says athlete special is Spencer Brown on Strava, and he just posted a road in Yosemite. Yeah, I don't know that I'm following. I'm gonna have to go follow him because I did not see that he was in Yosemite. I've been watching all of his videos lately. Since he joined with since a little bit before joining up with the beasts, but and I followed him occasionally before then, but I got much more interested, once he joined that group. And so yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. Very cool. Let's see, Martha's guessing Sage on this one. It is not Sage. And then not really. Hank Aaron wants to know if it's Billy Yang. No, I don't think Billy's in Colorado right now, or at the time that this was snapshotted, which was I think a couple of days ago. Jeff Elliott says I'm following this runner. He knows it, who it is. Let's see. Ben Y is like, now I'm imagining what Kipchoge Strava would look like. Yeah, can you imagine if it had that on there? I think what would blow people's minds is like, it would be like easy days. There would be like 9 minute per mile, 9 minutes per mile paces on there too for like his easy days and his regular recovery runs, But yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's sponsored by Koros now, but I have a feeling he's probably not wearing a watch for the vast majority of his runs. That'd be my guess. All right, I think Timothy Betts was the first one to get it. It is indeed SJD, and I don't know if I think this run made him the local legend of the Washington to Train segment. He has the most segment efforts in the last 90 days. I wonder what the Washington to Train segment. Can you imagine if the Washington to Train segment is like a 23.4 mile loop? That'd be pretty funny. Awesome. All right. Or am I behind? Is this guess from the wrong one? But I think a lot of you guessed SJD. Oh yeah. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta figure this out. Ed Chan says, do sprinters log their runs in Strava? I don't know. I don't know what sprinters do. So that's a good question. But yeah, a lot of you guys also knew that it's Seth for sure. Stephen also had it. Dr. Rimy had it. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Let's see. Tab Hunter says, my heart rate is higher than that just getting out of bed in the morning. I mean, my heart rate is a little bit higher just getting out of bed. My heart rate has been doing well, I feel like, in terms of with the easy running. I feel like I was getting a lot stronger. So I'm feeling really good about that. Today's run for me, to make it about me for a second, was I was just chilling at a nice, just easy run pace. I had a workout yesterday, and then I wanted to make sure it was easy because I have another workout tomorrow. But just chilling at like 134, 130, like in that area, just like nice and low, kind of like this. But I was nowhere near 637 per mile. I think I was more like 837 per mile, but it was much, much lower than kind of like very well within like easy range. Awesome. And Martha did say, oh yeah, Sage, SJD, because Sage was the last one. All right. Sorry guys. I gotta figure out a better way of like, I wish there was a way to like demarcate like when, I don't know. Maybe I just need to check the timestamps for when I'm moving to the next runner. All right, Guru 2025 says, yeah, Seth is really a machine. Yeah. I mean, someone was saying yesterday that he's running 140 miles a week these days. Incredible that he's running 40 miles a week, and yet his easy runs are still at 640. I mean, and he's getting ready for a half marathon, right? Or did he run that one already? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, and Jeff Elliott says that heart rate is what most of my easy runs look like, but my pace is generally 10 minutes plus. Yeah, I think that's kind of like when everyone looks at this, that's what what they should be thinking. But like, yeah, he was trying to use a polar watch again. I think he was using a strap as well, like, and not just the watch. And I think he got it to sync. And I think that was this run that he wore it on. So I think this is like but then I think something happened and like now he can't get it to work anymore. So I don't know what's going on with that. The joke that I made before is that all of Seth's troubles with his heart rate monitor are a Coach Wetmore voodoo curse. Because I don't think Coach Wetmore likes like heart rate monitors. Awesome. Yeah. Martha says, I finally forced myself to run slow enough last time I was outside and my heart rate was 119. I think that's within Maffetone territory for her. Oh yeah, very cool. How did it feel, Martha? All right. Let's see. Where am I in my list here? All right. I think this is number 5, athlete number 5. This is a little bit longer of a title. So the title is a quote and it says, dissipate and isolation, irretrievable salvation. The only thing you need. And the description is 2-mile warm up with strides, 3-mile tempo at 15:47, 1 mile easy, and then 3 times 60 seconds at mile effort with 60-second recovery between reps, and then 4 times 30 seconds at 800-meter effort with 60-second recovery between reps. Great session, fastest tempo I've done in years. Out a little bit too hot, if I'm being honest, but rolled with it. And then in the bottom it says the title lyrics from The Boxers Rebellion's The Runner. All right, so let's see. Martha says about her easy run. She says it felt really easy. Nice. Very cool. I think it's AOC. That's funny. Jody says it's Billy. That's a really good guess. It sounds like a Billy kind of post. His descriptions are usually very, very long-winded. Not long-winded, but very, very wordy compared to most people's descriptions on Strava. And let me take this banner down real quick so you guys can see it real well. The total distance was 8.25 miles at a total overall average pace of 6:40, so really speedy. And those splits were for that 5-mile tempo, 15:47. So that's like the low fives for a tempo session, which then has some 60-second and 30-second repeats in there too. So an impressive effort on the day. Let's see. I think who's the first one that got it? I think Luis had it first. Stevie76 wants to know if it's Hez Kicks. Awesome. Ozen Font Factor says it's a flying Ed Bud. Yeah, I think this might be a little bit fast for Ed. Ed's right about where Ed and I are pretty similar right now. And yeah, this would be way fast for me for sure. I think Ed might have the edge on me right now, but yeah, this would be way fast for me. Benoit, I think it's Bernie Sanders, the OG running politician. Yeah. I think it would be awesome. Like I was just thinking today is like, who else is like really like, would it be really weird or like bonkers to get like on the live stream sometime? And I'm just like, I wish I could get Fauci on here because I just really want to interview Fauci about his running. I'll be like, Dr. Fauci, I know you're very busy, saving the world and everything, but can we take an hour out of your time to not talk about your work and just talk about running for a little bit? I don't know if he'd go down. I don't know if he'd be down for that, but that would be amazing. Dr. Josh says this run is a fusion dance between sage and fable, faye, like the Greek yogurt, or phage. That's funny. Jeff H said we should pronounce sage like faye. I don't think he would like that. I don't think he would like that at all. Martin says definitely get Fauci. I wouldn't even know where to begin to try and get in touch with someone like that. And Jody says you should ask him. He can only say no. So I'll try. I'm going to try and track down Fauci. That sounds ridiculous just saying that. But yeah, I mean, I'll try. Tiva says, I'm looking to get a dedicated heart rate monitor and on a budget. Looking at the Polar OH1. Any thoughts or suggestions? I love the Polar OH1. That's has been my favorite until I got the latest one. What's it called? It's this right here. Actually, I have it right here because I didn't put it away after my run today. The Verity Sense. This one, I like it because it's just that little button on the end. It's that much easier to use than the OH1. And so yeah, so that's my favorite one. It is expensive though. I have the Wahoo Ticker, which is a lot cheaper. It's a chest strap, so it's a little bit of a different technology. I don't like to use it in the winter because chest straps don't work for me very well in the winter, but it's getting warmer now, so for most people. So that would be one that I would look at if you're looking to save a couple of bucks. 66 says, Dr. Fauci, your take on poop. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. All right. Yeah. So, all right, let's get to this last one. Let's say who, Martha says Kamala is also, Kamala is also a runner. Yeah. I'm going to ask her about her Air Maxes because she was spotted running in the Air Maxes the other day and be like, tell me about that. I don't want to make fun of her, but she's one of the few people that I've ever seen running in Air Maxes. So I got questions. All right, let's see who had the answer right. I saw the right answer. Yeah, everyone thinks it's sage because of this description, but it's not sage. Lewis had it first. That's right. Mario Fraioli. This was definitely a Mario Fraioli one. Although most of his posts are not like this. I mean, the description is what sounds like Mario, but he doesn't usually have like a quote at the top. But Sage does usually have like song lyrics or some sort of quote for his title. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, Mario can run. I mean, he talks about it all the time, not all the time, but he mentions it, when he about like how he used to run, and he downplays it quite a bit, but like, Man, that guy's got some wheels. He can really move. Oh yeah, Remy says I could have gotten Fauci a few months ago when he wasn't able to do his job, and now he's back at work, thankfully. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's tougher now, but I don't know. I mean, maybe like you guys are saying, I can only try and track that down and see if I can make it happen. I don't know if it will, but I would love to be able to do that. All right, Matt Legrand chiming in on the heart rate monitors. I've been reviewing heart rate monitors lately. Very sensitive to my fave, but there are some really accurate options for under 40. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the hard thing about like being a heart rate monitor maker. Like, I don't know, like how do you, maybe Matt, you got an opinion on this. Like what do you think is like, I don't think people are making heart rate monitors to make money off the heart rate monitor, right? I mean, that's my take. I don't think it's necessarily a loss leader, but I feel like it's a way to like round out the set or like keep people in the ecosystem, you know? So like that way, like if only Garmin is making heart rate monitors, you're not using a Garmin heart rate monitor with your Polar watch, that kind of thing. Cause like, I mean, I think on the Verity Sense, like the H10, the OH1 from Polar, like those, and then like the Garmin's making like their higher end ones, like it's like the Garmin Tri for triathletes, and the running one that has power meter in it. I feel like those, they're probably making money on that. But like all the other ones, like the H9 from Polar and some of the entry level ones from Garmin. I mean, are they making? I mean, maybe they are making money on it. I don't know. But like my ultimate point is like I feel like there's a lot of them that are the accuracy, at least for for non-diagnostic purposes for people looking at their running. I feel like they're all pretty close. The rest is like usability and like additional other features. Yeah, Matt says, I think there's a profit margin with the HRM Pro cost 110, but the basic heart rate monitors are all equally accurate. As it's hard not to go super cheap. Yeah, that's kind of my take on it too. That just after looking at a whole bunch of these. All right. Christian says, if you tilt your head to the left, it looks like that Strava art looks like Stickman running. It could be. I don't know what you see on that one. I see like a crocodile eye in that when I look at that one. And then Martha says, how about a game of Strava art Rorschach tests? That's funny. Yeah. And Remy says about the heart rate monitors, they sell so many more of the cheap one than the full featured ones. That's what I would think too. And Joey says, I think they're making money, but they're trying to sell their watches associated with the monitor. That's what I think it's more of like, it's not about, I don't think like for a lot of them, the heart rate monitor isn't like the end goal. The end goal isn't to sell a heart rate monitor. The end goal is so that the heart rate monitor can enable some other sale or customer retention or something. Yeah, and Inez uses the Garmin Run for extra data. Not cheap though. I've been looking at that one. I'm curious about how that one works. Interesting. All right. I think that's it for the regular rounds. Now we're on to the bonus round. The bonus round is a runner. I think you guys are going to get this, but it's a runner that was not in the list that I mentioned before. So like the universe is open in terms of who this one can be. Here's the post. The title is Not Dead Yet. And the description is the ultimate Strava tax and a unhappy emoji. The run is 26.19 miles at a blistering average pace of 5 minutes, 58 seconds per mile, coming in at a marathon time of 2:36 with 1,200 feet of elevation gain over the course of the run. So yeah, interesting. From the looks of it, like breaking down all the mile splits, it's like 5 miles, 6 miles of warm up in like the mid 6s per mile, which is about the 4 minutes per kilometer mark. I only can do the conversion for when it's about 6:26 per mile, just so you guys know. And then the next 5 miles are in like the mid 5s, like 5:30 to 5:45. Then there's a 2 mile break at this, like averaging 6:30 per mile. And another 5 mile set at 5:30s. Another 2 miles of rest in quotation marks, because the rest is at like 6:30 per mile. And then a third 5 mile set again in like the 5:30 to 5:45, and then 2 miles of cool down. We'll put those in parentheses too, because that cool down, or 1 mile and 1.1 mile cool down at like 6.5. So in an insane run. And the heart rates are really under, well, I don't know if the heart rates are under control, but like for me, the numbers seem to be like, these are pretty, this runner looks like they're in rural control for this kind of run. So yeah, Jody thinks it's the Welsh runner, which it could be. It could be. I don't know what his marathon time is. Anyone know what his marathon? I think because he's going for like is he going for a 225, right? Isn't that what he's shooting for? So like this could be a run that like he just like kind of does. Dr. Josh thinks it's the Norse god Odin. That's funny. Awesome. Yeah. Let's see. Stephen Smith thinks it's Walmsley. Ooh, that'd be a good guess. I don't think I've ever seen Walmsley though. I don't think I've ever seen him do like a round number run before. Like a marathon distance run, or like, everything is over distance with him, but and his numbers are insane. And these are certainly numbers he could pull off, I think. But yeah. Yeah, Rhino Dre says, wow, that's an impressive run. Yeah, it's such an understatement. In the long run, says Dr. Josh, says, it's not David Goggins. That's true. Let's see. Sarah Mim says it's Ben Parks. I think Ben Parks can pull this one off too. Yeah, he could pull this one off, but it's not Ben. And then Timo says it's me. No way. That's very funny. That's very flattering. It's a really good wrong answer. Awesome. And then let's see. Evan Schwartz got it right again. He's got it, like everyone that he's guessed, he's gotten it right. Nice work. And he got it right early too. Really quick. I think you were the first one. Yeah. Evan Schwartz got it right. It is Dez. I put this as a bonus because I figured probably lots of people have already seen this one, but yeah, just an amazing run. And then she was out just like chilling at the baseball game later that day. So really super impressive, which, makes sense because she's like one of the best in the world. So like, yeah, obviously it's going to be amazing. Yeah, let's see what other guesses we had here. Ben Y says Morgan McDonald. I'm trying to think. He made a video about that 20-mile run he did in Austin the other day, right? Not the other day, but like a couple months ago. But I don't think I've ever seen him run like a marathon distance before. I think that it was more than a 20-miler though, so pretty close. And yeah, I think this probably could be something he could probably do. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, but a lot of you guys did have Dez. Awesome. Chris Fair had Dez. Who else had Dez here? Jason Dahl. Martha had it. Yeah. Amazing, right? Isn't that amazing? Some other really great wrong answers. Ben Y. Nick Bear. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah. Let's see. Steve says Will Ferrell streaking. We're going streaking. Ben Y says Molly Seidel. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this could be a Molly Seidel workout for sure, right? I think she could. Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Guru 2025 says Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm sure he runs, but I'm sure he's more of like a tread. I mean, is he a treadmill guy? Does anyone know? Is Arnold Schwarzenegger a treadmill guy, or does he get out there on the trails? I don't know. Jeff Light says, I don't know. I'm not sure why Molly Seidel isn't way more famous. She's a delight. Going to be a big year with the Olympics. I hope. I hope so too. I mean, yeah. I've been like trying to like catch every Molly Seidel like interview, podcast, everything. Yeah, just great energy. Someone that you could easily root for. So like, yeah, I'm really rooting for her too. Martha says, off topic, but I learned recently that my coach not only has a second FKT on the Tahoe Rim Trail, but also finished 8th overall in 2001 Western States 100. Proud of him. That's amazing. Awesome. Like, you know what's also amazing is that you've known that coach for a long time, and then only recently, like, came across. So like, I don't know, like if that were somehow in my running resume, I feel like that would have that would come up often. But that's maybe the difference between me and like, you know, a pro level runner, and among many other things, you know. All right. Okay, guys, I think that's all that I have for the game for today. Hope you guys liked it. If you guys do, we could play it again. And it also reminded me that we need to play another game, another round of Name That Shoe. So I'm thinking that's what we're going to do probably next Tuesday for Trivia Tuesday. We'll play Name That Shoe. Got a lot more shoes that have come out since the last time we played it. A lot more entries that I think we can pull from. So we'll do that next Tuesday. So that'll be the next game. But for tomorrow there won't be a video, but we will do another live stream, same time as today, 3 p.m. Central Time. Hopefully I'll see you guys then. In the meantime, be safe out there, everybody. Thanks for playing, and I'll see you in the next one.